Hello everyone, my name is Ipana Suraja from section T3B. In this video, I will talk about my term essay progress. I will state the question that I have chosen, my stance, my arguments and counter-argument, and a conclusion. I have chosen to answer the first question. Let's take a look at the paradox of hedonism, the idea that the more you look for happiness, the less likely it is that you will find it. I believe that this is not true. In my essay, I will argue against the statement and show that happiness do come to those who look for it. My first argument is that there are many dimensions of happiness. Fulfillment of any one of them brings happiness. In one of his researches, Martin Seligman, a leading positive psychologist, found 5 things that make people happiest: achieving positive emotions through the fulfillment of your basic human needs, engaging yourself to the activities that you are doing, making personal and valuable relationships with the people around you, finding meaning and purpose in the activities that you do, and accomplishing your goals and desires. These items can be categorized into 3 groups: the pleasant life, the good life, and the meaningful life. When you fulfill your basic needs, you live the pleasant life. Then you can go on further to live the good life. Then you can go even further and live the meaningful life. This shows us that the pursuit of happiness is not futile. Fulfillment of any of the categories lead us to happiness. However, different levels of activities lead us to happiness that last in different depths and different periods of time. My second argument is that the fulfillment of a certain kind of happiness leads us to the search for more happiness. Aristotle once mentioned that humans tend to get weary of a certain pleasure after obtaining it. I believe that this is true because human beings are not easily satisfied. Once we obtain happiness, we tend to get bored of it. We then have to look for something else that will bring us happiness. This does not mean that we cannot obtain happiness. It means that we have to keep looking for more. Therefore, happiness is not the end of life because we can obtain it multiple times over our lifetimes. Moving on to my counter-argument, many of the most important historical figures arguing for the paradox of hedonism, including John Stuart Mill, a famous utilitarian philosopher, state that happiness should not be the primary goal of doing a certain action. Happiness should be something that is obtained along the way. For example, a boy named Paul likes to collect stamps. Collecting stamps is a method or way for Paul to obtain happiness. When you ask Paul why he does it, he will be able to give you many reasons, but he won't tell you that he collects stamps just to obtain happiness. Obtaining happiness is not the direct goal, and happiness is a byproduct that Paul gets along the way. I would like to rebut this way of thinking by saying that although obtaining happiness may not be the primary goal for Paul to collect stamps, subconsciously Paul knows that through collecting stamps he will obtain happiness. Therefore, subconsciously Paul puts obtaining happiness as one of his reasons for collecting stamps. This rebuts the paradox of hedonism by showing that you can obtain happiness by making the pursuit of happiness as one of your goals in doing an activity. From the 2 arguments and the counter-argument that I have stated earlier, we can conclude that the pursuit of happiness is not futile. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and I hope that it can help us view happiness in a broader perspective.